Let's make the non-ice cream most ice cream in the world, aka nice cream. This time, I'm going to make a super healthy ice cream that has no sugar added, is dairy-free, vegan-friendly, and it actually tastes good. It almost tastes like the real version of ice cream, just a little bit more banana-y. The dangerous part is that because it's guilt-free, you are gonna wanna eat it all. And that's what I always do. I'm not really into any rigorous or specific diet, but I try to keep it balanced whenever I can. But it's guilt-free, so I'm basically eating salad, right? I think the only way you're not gonna like this is if you don't like bananas. And today I'm going to make two flavors, chocolate and choco banana chips, or banana choco chips, or choco banana chips, or okay.
I meant to say peanut butter with chocolate chips.
You get the idea.
I obviously
But
didn't.
flavor possibilities are actually almost limitless. Anyways, let's go get some fake ice cream.
The first thing we're going to do is put some parchment paper on a baking sheet to freeze the bananas. We're going to peel and slice 4 bananas. I prefer to use the ripe ones because it's easier to mash and it also gives more flavor in my opinion, but you can use the regular ones. We're going to place the banana slices onto the baking sheet. Then, we're going to freeze them for at least 1 hour. When they are frozen, we're going to put them in a blender or a food processor. To be honest, it's much easier with a food processor and you need less liquid to get it moving. But I don't have a big enough one, so I'll just stick to my blender. Then, we're going to add 1/4 cup of almond milk if you're using a food processor. And if you're using a blender, you have to add between 1/2 or 2/3 of a cup. You could also replace the almond milk with cashew, coconut, or any other kind of plant-based milk. Then, we're going to add 1/4 cup of cocoa powder and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. At this point, you could add coconut sugar to make it sweeter, but I personally don't need it. We're going to blend it until it's all mixed together. I had to use the help of a spoon to get it going, but hopefully your blender is more powerful than mine. And I did that with the blender off, by the way. Then, you can put it in a container to freeze it, or you could serve it immediately as a soft serve. I'm going to sprinkle some dry coconut for decoration, but this part is optional. And here it is, my first ice cream is ready. Oh, can't wait to eat this, but first, let's finish the peanut butter with chocolate chips flavor. Again, we need to peel, slice, and freeze 4 bananas. For the chocolate chips, I decided to improvise with this mint chocolate bar I had at home. I thought it could go well with the peanut butter. But if you want to keep it totally sugar-free, you should get sugar-free bars, or if you want to keep it vegan, you can add vegan chocolate bars and so on. We're going to add the bananas into the blender. We're going to add the almond milk. Again, about 1/4 cup if using a food processor, or at least 1/2 cup if using a blender. Then, we're going to add 1/2 cup of peanut butter. It could either be crunchy or smooth. Then, we're going to add a pinch of salt. We're going to blend it until it's all mixed together and creamy. We're going to place it in a bowl or container, and you can choose to either mix the chocolate chips in or just use them as a topping. But as you can see, I decided to mix it in. And again, you could serve it immediately or put it in the freezer. If you decided to put it in the freezer, next time you want to eat it, I would recommend to leave it outside at room temperature for about 40 minutes to an hour before having it to experience a better ice cream texture. Just like I did here. I'm going to sprinkle some peanuts for decoration, but again, you don't have to. And now some cocoa powder. And it's ready. Does this not look like real ice cream? Well, it's not. Now I can finally eat my super healthy and guilt-free ice cream. I'm going to try the peanut butter first. Look, does it not look so good? Yeah, it is very similar to ice cream, but you're basically eating fruit. I'm still chewing, but now let's try the other one. Chocolate! Okay, I think I definitely like this flavor more than the other one, and I think you can tell by my face. And not that the other one is bad, it's just that there is never competition with chocolate. And now both flavors in my hands. So, what do you think? Very easy to make? Are you going to try to make it at home too? And thanks for watching! Please subscribe, like and share the video if you like it. And see you next time!